Hi everybody, this is Tammy and I am back to share with you some glass Christmas ornaments that I created a couple weeks ago for Saturday morning makes. So first let me share with you everything that I used to create them, and then I'll show them to you, and then I'll do a really quick tutorial. So one of the main thing that I used was these glass ornaments, and they are from Hobby Lobby. I've had them in my stash for probably maybe 2 years. I got them on an after Christmas sale. So this is the Christmas Crafts brand, and they were originally $6.99, but I think I paid either $1.40. They were either 80 or 90% off when I got them, so I paid way less than that. I know that right now all the Christmas stuff at Hobby Lobby is half off, so if you wanted to do something like this, then you could go to Hobby Lobby and get those ornaments, and I'll show you an alternative that you can use as well. So I used those ornaments. I used a bunch of different trims, and these are all from Hobby that I've already had in my stash from Hobby Lobby. I use this blue satin. I love this one. And then this is also from Hobby Lobby. This was in my stash. I don't remember where that one came from. And then I have these really cute little pink gingham bows. These came from, I believe, Dollar King. I used some rusty bells that I've collected from a thrift store a while ago. These are some of those snowy little snowballs from the Dollar Tree. And I actually mixed it with some of the snowflakes. So there's a combination of both of those in this jar. And then I also used some of these little red little glittery balls, and these are from Dollar Tree as well. And then in one of them I used some of these pom-poms. I also used Mod Podge, and I used fabric. So I was lucky enough to find a lot of Diana Markham's and Marcus Brothers fabrics at a Reuse It center. So some of them, I took them and I scanned like the recipes, and then I printed them out. I sized them down to fit into these ornaments, and then for these I printed them on acetate. So you can see it's acetate. I used a laser printer to print them and made sure they were small enough to get inside of the ornament. So these two right here, this one has the snow ice cream recipe, and I know it's really hard to see, and this one has the sugar cookies recipe. Oops. These are glass. They didn't feel that delicate while I was doing them, but I know that they are, so just be careful with them. Now this one I did not do a scanning. Here is the fabric that I have. And all I did was find a piece, find an image on the fabric that was small enough to fit into the ornament, and I pulled two of them. I fussy cut out two of them. I modged them together back to back so that from either side of the ornament, you'll see the image on either side of the ornament. And then I took a piece of twine and put it between the two pieces of the fabric, and then I tied the twine at the top of the ornament cap. I added some of that trim from Hobby Lobby. I tied a bow with one of them. Here's the rusty jingle bells, and then there's, I didn't even show you those, a peppermint. And then this one, I already showed you, it's the snow ice cream, but this is one of the ones on acetate. Oh, and inside I just put some of the pom-poms, the red glittery little balls from from Dollar Tree, and then there's also some little gingerbread they're not sequins, they're little clay pieces. So that's what's in there. I didn't want to fill them too much because I wanted the image to show more. So this one I did put a little bit more. So this is that snowball and snowflake mixture. And did I put, I did put some little small round little iridescent sequins in there as well. And then, so basically what I did was, I don't know what I just did with that little acetate piece. I took the piece of the acetate piece, and I rolled it, and then I pushed it down through the hole in the ornament. And then once it goes in there, it just opens back up because it's a piece of acetate. I'm not like pressing it or creasing it. I'm just rolling it so that I could get it in there. And then I did take a little bit of Mod Podge and put a dot on the inside of the glass, and then pushed that acetate piece to the Mod Podge, because I didn't want it to be floating around, because it's not, I made it smaller than the complete inside of the ornament, so that I can make sure that it fit. So yeah, so there's some of the snowflakes and stuff can get behind the acetate piece, but it's not going to move. So then I just use the satin ribbon and the gingham ribbon, a little snowflake. I put one here on the glass, on the ornament, and one here. And then this is one of the Lily of the Valley little digital tags. And then here is another one. And again, that one's using the sugar cookie. I love this one because the pattern around the cookie is basically the same as this gingham print, and it just matches so nicely. So I use some of the snowflakes, some of the red balls. You can see there's some little cookie little clay pieces. There's some sequins in there. I didn't put too much so that it takes away from the sugar cookie image. But yeah, and then I used a puffy sticker here, one of the Lily of the Valley tags, a rusty bell, and a little tiny peppermint. So I love the way these turned out. I think they're so super cute. And so now I'm going to really quickly show you how to make one. I think I'm going to use those too. Okay, so this one I'm going to do only with fabric. So I took another fabric that I got from the Reuse It Center. Actually, I think I bought this one on eBay. I cannot remember. There was two fabrics I got on eBay. And, no, one I got on eBay, one I got on Mercari, and one I got on Facebook Marketplace. I can't remember which. But then everything else I found at the Reuse It Center. So I just went through this fabric and picked out some images that I really liked. So I picked, and that were small enough. So I don't have any more of these, and I didn't buy any more, but I did find these at Target. So these are some super cute little, they call them shatterproof ornaments. And that's what the picture that they have of it. They filled it with sequins, and then they put a little snowman in there. But they are an adorable size. They have a cap, and then they also have a string to hang it. And they are plastic. There's 6 in here, and they were only $3. So I picked up a couple packs of those. So I just looked for some images that were small enough, because I'm using the fabric. It's not a copy of something or a scan of something that I could shrink down. I'm using the actual fabric. So I needed to use something that was small enough to fit into the ornament. So this one is small enough. So what I did was I took some Mod Podge, and I cut it out first. I Mod Podged it onto a piece of 110-pound cardstock. I then used this chipped sapphire distress ink to color the back. And then I'm going to Mod Podge on these 2 additional pieces of the fabric. So this one just says snow, and this one says cold hands, warm heart. So let me do that really quick. So I'm just going to put a little bit of Mod Podge on the back here. Wow. That's not just a little bit. So I'm going to put some Mod Podge on the back, spread it out. And then I'll put the fabric down. Sorry, I'm off camera. So this one I'll put right here, close to the top. Let me put it flat on the table. And it's starting to curve, so I'm gonna have to let this dry completely before I can put it into the ornament, and then I have to try to flatten it back down. So I'm just gonna do this one like this, and then I have this cute little bow that I had in my stash that I'm gonna put on the top. The other thing that I need to do, that what I can do it when I put on the bow, is I just have a piece of like thread, which is something else I got from the Reuse It Center, and it's like a silver thread. So I'm just going to put this on the cardstock and then glue the bow on top of it, so then I have a hanger. But I need to wait until this dries more, and then I can do that. So I'll just sit that to dry there. But in the meantime, I will show you another one. Okay, so here is the Target ornament. I took the cap off. And then here is one of the acetate recipes. This one is for Christmas cheer. It had a larger border, and I cut that down so that it could fit into the ornament. So all I'm going to do is roll it a little bit. Not a whole lot. I'm not creasing it or anything like that, because I do want it to open up once it gets into the ornament. And then I'm... okay. And then I'm going to put it into the ornament and let it pop back out, and look at that. It actually forms to the curve of the ornament. So there's a crease right here, so I'm going to actually move this over. I'm just using a pair of tweezers to position the recipe exactly where I want it. Now this one, it fits in here really good and really snug, and I don't think it's going to move that much. So I'm not going to put any, like, I don't need to put like a dot of Mod Podge or anything like that, but I am going to fill it and put some things in it. I'm probably going to put more than I put in the other ones. So here I'm going to put, well, I'll start with the red glittery pieces. You can pour them, but I just scoop them because I don't want these things flying all over my desk or the floor or whatever. But, you know, you could probably use like, I can't even think of the word. Oops, and then I just dropped some. Well, I'll pick those up later. But yeah, I'm just putting some of the red glittery pieces inside, and then I'll do the same with the white ones. And here you can see that mixture really a lot better. So it's not just the snowballs, it's also some flakes up in there. So I'm going to fill this one a lot, because I think with the white background, that recipe pops a little bit more. So yeah, the Target Dollar Spot has some awesome things this year, especially for like DIY things. So let me see if I can pour these. Oh yeah. Whoops. Okay. So I'm just mixing them up in there, and there is a lot. I'll probably add some sequins. And with this one, I didn't need to put, because it wasn't something that I wanted to dangle down the center of the ornament, since it fit perfectly the height of the ornament, and it's just basically clinging to the inside of the curve of the ornament. Then I didn't need to put a string or anything in there. So all I need to do is put the cap back on, and then just decorate the outside. So I would do the same. I'm not going to put anything up the side. I'll probably just put some trim around the lid, the cap, put a bow, put some bells, and something like that, and then that's it. So cute. So cute. And yeah, and the recipient, depending on how you glue on the the ribbon and laces and things, the recipient might be able to pull the cap off and then use the sequins and things that are inside. So you could use it as a way to gift like a sequin mix. But again, you need to be able to, they need to be able to get inside of the ornament. So that's the tutorial. Very, very easy. This one's almost dry. Let me see if I can do this one really quick. So I'm just going to add this little, this is going to be hard to see because this string is really thin. So I'm just going to add the string, the thread, and then put the bow on it to hide it. And then cut off the excess that's at the bottom. I think I'm off camera, but I'm just cutting off the string. So that's that. So let me get, here's the other ornament. And just pull the cap off. And then I'm going to do the same. I'm going to roll this a little bit and get it into the ornament, but holding on to the string so it doesn't fall all the way to the bottom. So this is one that's going to float on the inside. And then you can use like tweezers to kind of like flatten it back out. I'm just taking the tweezers and pressing it to the back to try to get it to flatten out so that it's not curved anymore. Since this is the piece that I Mod Podged and put on cardstock, it bends a lot easier and holds that shape than the acetate piece did. So there it's just floating inside the ornament. And then the string, I'm going to feed it up to the cap. And then, you could hot glue it to the inside of the cap. You could pull it through the cap and then tie it. I don't want to do that yet because I still want to fill this. But that's basically how you would treat it when you want the image piece to float inside the ornament. So that's how that is. And it's double-sided. How cute. So yeah, I love, love, love the Target ones. And the fact that they're plastic is a plus because I didn't show you. I had these on my desk since I did the, since I showed them for Saturday Morning Makes. I just posted a picture of them. But I had them on my desk and something must have hit it because I found a piece of glass on my desk and I'm like, where'd that come from? And it actually came from right here. So they are very, I guess, very delicate. And I couldn't even see like what really hit it because there wasn't anything hard on my desk other than, the other ornaments. And these things hadn't moved. So I don't know. So yeah, this one has a hole in it because the glass broke. So I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. But they are really, really cute. But if you have young kids or if you're worried about and then looking at the hole, the glass is very thin. So I can see how it broke easily. But I haven't had a problem with the other two. But I'm glad I don't have any more of those because I would not want to use them because I don't want to take the chance of them dropping or falling off the tree and then shattering. So way happier with the ones from Target. They also had round ones and they also had like the like the ornament shape that's rounder at the top and then comes down to a point. I think they had that style as well. But I only picked up a pack of this type because I really like this shape. So that is my Saturday morning makes from a couple of weeks ago. If you have any questions, just leave them in your comment and, you know, down below, and I will answer it. And thank you so much for watching. If you're not sure what Saturday morning makes is, it is basically a hashtag that Jill Norwood started a few months ago, and I think it's already been like 41 weeks or something like that. I haven't participated in every week. I don't even remember how many I have done, but it's been less, maybe 5. But I know it's definitely less than 10, but I think it's like maybe 5 now. But all you have to do is share a project that you created, and you can post the pictures of the project on Instagram or Facebook. You can do a video and post it on YouTube, and then just put the hashtag SAT, S-A-T, MORN, M-O-R-N, makes with an S, and put that in your video, or put that in the description or the title of your video, or on your post. And then it draws other people to your you know, your post or your video to see what you created. So there are a ton of people that are now participating in Saturday morning makes. So you could put in that hashtag in the search bar of any of those social media platforms, and then you'll see like all the videos or posts that other people have posted that use that hashtag, and there are a lot. So if you're creating and you want to join, that's all you have to do is put that hashtag, and that would be awesome. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. Thank you, Jill, for coming up with Saturday morning makes. It's so much fun. I have another project that I will so this is Friday the 12th. I have a project that I'm hoping to post tomorrow, which would be Saturday the 13th. So I'm hoping to post it tomorrow for Saturday morning make. So I hope you come back and check that video out as well. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you're all having a really great day. Bye.